been making so many templates for this project that decided it would be a good time to, good opportunity to show how to make some quick templates like this, or like this, things like this to go around curved, when you're templating around curved parts. So this is pretty much the project. This is what we're making the templates for. Cutting the Richlite for the bottoms. And as you can see, there are some fairly complex shapes in there that a tape measure and a square are not going to be able to accurately lay out. So we're turning to templates. Now when I saw this happen first from a counter, the guys were templating for counters, you know, stone counters. This is what they were, this is the way that they did it. And as soon as you see it, it's like, oh, of course, it makes perfect sense. So here we go. Creating the template, I had to raise the reference point with these 1/4 inch pieces of steel plate I had on hand for something else, and it's just something I had to do that's particular for this job. So the template material is it's ripped out of door skin material. It comes in a 4x8 sheet. Just ripped it 2 inches wide on a table saw. I have a big pile of that sitting in front of me, which you can't see there in the picture. And I'm just sticking it together with a hot melt glue gun. Nothing high-tech about this. It's just kind of keep an eye on keeping things lined up, keeping things straight, and keeping things supported so it doesn't tweak and move around when you're moving it out. And I'm lucky here because I'm doing this. I'm cutting the actual material 30 feet from this. I'm not carrying this in a truck to, you know, from the job site to the house. But that back there, working on the curve, that's the cool part right there. That really saves a lot of scribing time. So this was a 15-minute process here, and we're compressing it down to, what is it, like an inch or 1 minute or so. So it's a pretty fast operation. Okay, so now using the template to cut the piece of Richlite. It's 1/4 inch Richlite, so I can cut it with a saw on the rail. Pretty slick system. Just marking it out now. I use a utility knife to score into the top of that. There, marking the corners, marking the outside, and using the saw to cut to the line. I don't know if you saw it there, but using an older hacksaw blade, it's flexible. You know, when you bend it, it springs back to relatively straight shape. But that, you can take it and you can bend that around your points. It's nice to bend it around the template because you can bend it inside or outside. You couldn't really see it in the video, but you just offset your template, the thickness of the blade, which in this case was the 32nd of an inch or so, and it comes out pretty darn close to where you need to be. A metal cutting blade works great in this Richlite material, and cutting that back curve, I beveled the jigsaw in a little bit simply because of the flare of the back of that cabinet, and should fit pretty well. So there you go. Not bad.
Weekly celebration of symphonic music in the movie.
Oh, that's pretty close.